Alright, we're up and running, folks. Hey, internet, how's it going? I'm incredibly tired today. A lot of in and out of bed because trying to catch a call, apparently, for an interview that went fine, I guess. Thanks, internet. Are we done? But yeah, we're gonna do some Zenless tonight. Probably event stuff, and like whatever else. But first, real quick, because just as I ended stream last night, they did promo picks for the Battlestars Defenders Wave. So there's Sky Gary, Megs, and Star Convoy trailer. Oops. There's the... I believe it's the fanciest chase versions of Star Convoy and Megs, along with Sky Gary. There's Sky Gary on their own. And then there's the regular Megs from the wave. Because it's a regular Star Convoy Megs, and then it's a fancy Star Convoy Megs, and then it's a fancier version of the two of them for the chases. I just don't remember what they look like because it's been a minute. Oh, right. I forgot about this. I keep forgetting about this. It took me until today to forward it to another Discord I was in. And it was out like the day before. But we're getting an advent calendar for Transformers. Defenders based. For the year. But you can see everything it has. It gets you Primal, Megs, Cheetor, Jetfire Galvatron, Sunstreaker, Viewfinder, one of the Chase Optimuses, or one of the Color Clear Optimuses, Shatterglass Megs, Ultra Magnus, Astro Train, Optimus Prime's trailer and wheelie, Prime Vehicle, Rodimus Vehicle, Chase versions of Grimlock and Rodimus, all the Combaticons plus their combiner kit. Color Clear Hound, because I missed that one. Shockwave. That's everything. And then the exclusive is, this Christmas colored Prime. As my internet crashes again. done. And I fucking stream now. Okay. Hey, Devil Spidey, how's it going? But yeah, this is your advent calendar set. I guess it's not a. They usually do a yearbook set around the Christmas time. I don't know if this is replacing that or it's just. Well, this is the only way for you to get the Christmas Prime, Santa Prime. What would be a good name for this? Santa Prime? I want to go with Santa Prime. Santa Prime here. But like otherwise, it's a really good pickup. Yeah, it's an advent calendar. See? It says advent calendar. That's why it's a Christmas Prime. But yeah, this is a really good pickup because you get the entire Bruticus combiner team, basically. A couple of chases that would probably be a pain in the ass to get otherwise, and like a smattering of other stuff from the Defenders line. So like if you have interest in the Defenders Transformer stuff, this is honestly a fairly good proposition. I think it's supposed to be $80. I know someone posted something from a store that we were like, yeah, we're supposed to be getting these in. We don't know specifics. All the specifics just yet. Yeah, this is what one person posted. But yeah, there's the advent calendar part of it. But it's supposed to be like $80, which that's actually probably yeah, factoring in the chases and other stuff. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good proposition. Yeah, I keep forgetting about this because it's like, oh yeah, that's neat. You might get a kick out of this, Devil Spidey, because for the first time ever in my existence on the internet, which you can call foul on or not, but I promise this has never happened before. I got called a simp in a Discord. So someone was asking like what route to choose for 3 houses. And people were giving their recommendations. And I just said, pick Edelgard because she's right. I'm half joking, mind you, because as I've said, the writing for 3 houses falls off a cliff on the back end of every route, especially Edelgard's. But that doesn't change that she's right in why she's doing what she's doing. How she's doing it is the problem. But, someone then replied is, oh, look, a simp. Oh, and I'm like, I am not, but that does not change what I said. I'm just it reminded me of a conversation I was in a couple weeks ago. Of someone kind of talking about the problem with Blue Lions, as like one of the folks I was talking to in a different Discord like weeks back. Dimitri gets excused for all of his terrible ass decisions. Edelgard doesn't. Especially because she doesn't have time for that to happen. But yeah, like the back end of every route is fucked up, especially like what was their ranking? I believe when they asked like what this was a different Discord conversation, mind you. Their ranking of the routes for 3 houses, they were like Edelgard's, Claude's, and then way below that is Church and Blue Lions, which makes sense. We did Church on stream, and I will be perfectly honest, that wasn't really a character route. It was us listening to Seth and do bullshit for like the entirety of that. I forget which route it's basically an identical copy of. I think it's Claude's route in terms of maps. It's basically that. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Like, that's kind of the problem with, like, oh, is the alternative routes is like, well, it takes you 20 hours to get to the unique content of the new route that you're playing, that you have chosen at minute 1. And by then, like, depending on the route, you're in for another 20 hours of the new stuff, finally, or you're in for, like, a quarter of that. Like, that's kind of like part of the fault of Three Houses. Which is why I would say, if you wish to know about the other routes, people have video essays talking about them. I forget, there's someone I've seen videos of that did a really good breakdown of all the routes. I do not remember their name, and I don't feel like looking it up. Yeah. Yeah, that was my exact statement in the other Discord conversation of, like, the back end of that game feels like they ran out of time and budget, and they just slammed it together what they could and hoped for the best. Because the Edelgard's route is not a complete route at all. It is like a hodgepodge of material in order to get it out the door. Which absolutely sucks for the, like, not only for the character that feels like they are supposed to be the main character, but also, I should probably do my daily stuff first before I do anything else. But also, to get into the endings, Edelgard's ending is the only ending where Byleth stops being, like, a goddess, basically, or loses, like, the merger that she has with Sothis from like early in the game. Like, she goes back to being human. Every other ending, she remains like this, like, half goddess state. Edelgard's route's the only one where, like, that stops being the case because she loses it. And it feels like significantly important that is a thing. And like I said, Edelgard's Edelgard's not wrong in what she wants. She wants to upheave, right? Because people, it's a generalization of people who like Edelgard are simps because they will excuse all of her actions. And I go, no, the key moment that is missing from Edelgard's route is all of the Black Eagles, including Byleth themselves, I will say. I won't just like slim it down to, yeah, Femme Byleth, because that's who I choose. And I think that's who majority of people choose, especially because they had to replace male Byleth's voice actor right when the game came out, because a lot of crap came out about male Byleth's voice actor. And they were like, ooh, we gotta change the voice acting now. It's a fine server. It was just a one-off comment. It was not meant to be anything. Honestly, I was half joking when I put that comment in there, so I'm not even, like, offended by it. I just found it funny that I'm like, an off comment of mine gets me called a simp, and I'm like, all right, sure, you're wrong, but I ain't gonna fight you over this because I don't fight people on the internet, because that's a waste of fucking time. Anyway, as I was trying to say, Edelgard wants to get rid of the crest system because it's fair. Because it led to her experimentation and the death of all her siblings and everything she went through and having her life cut in half And also, if you look at the rest of the Black Eagles, every single one of them has been fucked over by the crest system. I mean, you're free to put whatever you want in, like, the chat. Like, that's... It's fine. As long as it's not, like, anything, like, too obscene and, like, terrible. Like, you're fine. Anyway. But yeah, all the Black Eagles have been affected by that. Most of the Blue Lions and the Golden Deer are also affected by the crest system negatively in some capacity. So, like, yeah, Edelgard's right for it. But the problem is, she aligns with the people who experimented on and, like, turned her into what she is, because she's out of options and she can't really break connections with them because they'll just turn her into a fucking puppet, because that's what they did to her dad. So she has to use them, but she tries to keep her distance. She tries to go against them when she can. So when, like, you confront when you confront her in the tomb, like, the question should be like, yes, exactly. Edelgard wants to break the wheel. The difference between her and Dimitri, because bear in mind, they both want to break the wheel. The difference between them is Dimitri wants to break the wheel slowly. He believes that there is still something worthwhile in the system. Edelgard does not believe so. Edelgard says, fuck the entire system, burn. We have to take it all out. There is no saving any part of it. Everything's got to go. We got to rebuild from scratch. Not necessarily like burn the heretics, burn everybody. No, the system and the people that abuse the system, they have to go. We have to recognize that the system is broken and it has to be replaced with a better system. And the longer we take, the more those people that abuse the system to start with get an opportunity to get a foot in the new system. And also, most importantly, as a reminder, Edelgard's lifespan got cut in half because of the experimentations done on her. She has, at most, 30 years of life left. She is in her 20s at the time of the time skip. She does not have long to live, which also informs why she is trying to blitz this as fast as possible. Because when she goes, this might go with her. She may not live to really see the fruits of her labor, but she needs to get this shit embedded now. Because when she goes, it might go with her. It might die with her. A reminder, she's not the only one that suffers from that. Like Thessia over in the Golden Deer crew, she also got experimented on. And she's a prototype. She probably has less time as compared to Edelgard. And depending on how you, like, recruit people and stuff, Edelgard knows, or the two of them know, that they both got experimented on. And there's a mutual understanding of, like, yeah, we're probably both going to die. So a lot of those inform Edelgard's decision and why she does what she does. But again, the problem is we do not have a scene where the Black Eagles go, what the fuck, Edelgard? Why didn't you trust us? Because again, look at all the Black Eagles. Look at their backstories. Look and see how every single one of them has been used and abused by the crest system, sometimes by their own fucking family. The perfect example I have is Bernadetta. Bernadetta was physically and mentally abused by her father into being the perfect wife, i.e. the perfect obedient servant, perfectly obedient wife that will just churn out kids forever so that the crest that she has will go on to like for whatever next generation and cement that family's power. He physically and mentally abused her to the point that Bernadetta is practically scared of everything and everyone because she thinks that everyone's out to get her. She like doesn't want to leave her room because nowhere is safe.